some fragrances in the past. I love them. Specifically, I fell in love with the lavender floral fragrance, which is inspired by YSL's Libra. But they sent me another package, so I thought I would share it with you. This candle is the Ambery Vanilla, and it says, warm up in your space with a flirty vanilla latte, roasted coffee notes, and a lively licorice twist. This is the box. Oh, and this is inspired by YSL's Black Opium. I'm very excited for a new candle. I love a new candle. Ooh, I can already smell it. Oh my gosh, that smells amazing. Oh yeah. Okay, so initially I can smell the vanilla and actually the coffee, which is like weird because as a fragrance I wouldn't expect coffee notes, but I can kind of smell that, and I don't smell licorice. Is that what they said? A licorice twist. It smells so good. It's not like vanilla. It's not like vanilla baked spice scent. It's not like that kind of thing. This is definitely like a more of a perfumey fragrance rather than like a candle that has like vanilla and coffee notes. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. So let's go ahead and light this, and we can enjoy the glow from this candle while we get ready for the day and chat. Okay, so I'm just going to put this back here. And we can enjoy that while we chat. I'm so excited for that fragrance to fill the room. Okay, so let's go ahead and start getting ready for the day. I do have my ridiculous assortment of beverages with me, so if you see me sipping on things, I do have a coffee here. This is a decaf Nespresso. I don't drink caffeine, sadly, but decaf Nespresso with the Chobani pumpkin spice creamer. It is delicious. Before I enjoy that, I really should drink my greens. But I sort of sip on these until they're gone. It takes me like all morning usually, but I gotta stir it up. They're all settled on the bottom there. So this is just AG1. It's like my vitamins for the day. So I have a big glass of that. I like to start the day with this because it offers quite a bit of hydration and my vitamins, and I sort of feel like I've done something good for myself for the day by starting my day with this. I am not sponsored by AG1, and I don't know if they have made like a world of difference in my health, but I do like the way they taste, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something healthy, so we've got those. And then I also have my giant Stanley here. I do like the way they taste, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something healthy, so we've got those. And then I also have my giant Stanley here. I do have a household of teenagers, so I have all of the trendy drinking cups through the ages. So this is a Stanley. I do believe this was one of my daughters. I think it was my second daughter's. It is now mine. I don't really care what I drink out of. I do usually if my body isn't like well nourished from the day before, and I'll drink an element. So I do use salts sometimes, depending on how I feel. If I'm feeling tired, or if I know that like I didn't like maybe eat enough the day before, or didn't eat enough of the things that are going to make me feel energetic today, I do take an element, and that usually helps. But I don't drink it every day. I can usually tell if I need it to, because if I take a sip of the elements and they taste really good and not salty, that usually means I need it. And by the time I'm done, I put one packet in this whole thing. By the time I'm done with it, it tastes salty, and it makes me realize, like, okay, my body has the salts it needs now. I do suffer with a little bit of like low salt because I am a fainter. That's something fun and exciting to know about me, is I am a fainter, and if my salts are low, I am more prone to fainting. So anyway, all that, and let's get started getting ready. So I did shower today. I did not wash my hair. I wore it in a ponytail for my run, and now I just have it kind of thrown up in this. This is how I showered. I did put on my vitamin C serum, which I brought in here to show you, but I did put this on. This is the Mad Hippie vitamin C serum with cognac root, ferulic, and hyaluronic acids. I use this one in the morning, and then I use the vitamin A serum at night. And then I also put on some moisturizer, and lately I feel like my skin is like transitioning with the seasons. It's wild. It's like we started school and the temperature dropped 10 degrees. It's like perfect weather. It's like sunny in the mid 70s. I love it. But my skin has been a little dry, so I've been mixing I think that's my husband's car leaving. I've been mixing the Fanny Cream Daily Facial Moisturizer with the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm B5. Somebody, I believe one of you, recommended this to me as like a really good rich moisturizer, and it is. But I actually like to mix a dollop of each of these. I basically morning and night I've been doing that, and it offers like just the right amount of hydration for me. I am almost out of this. I'll tend to use a little bit more of this moisturizer, and then just like a pea-size amount of this one. Okay, so that's what's on my face so far, and I am still very much on a mostly Merit Beauty kick. I ordered this makeup back in the spring, and I've used it all summer, and I really enjoy it. I did end up ordering a slightly darker shade of the foundation stick. I'm terrible at this stuff. I don't know the names of like anything, but this is like their all-in-one foundation, concealer, all the things, which I love. I love being like low maintenance and having everything just sort of easy peasy. So this is in the color Camel. I think I was using sand before, and sand was perfect for me, but like in the summer I got a little bit tanner, and so I needed a slightly more tan color. So we'll go ahead and start with that, and while I apply this, I just sort of, I don't know, put it everywhere. We can chat a little bit about the end of summer, the beginning of early fall. I just use the Merit brush to, it's filthy. I do wash it. I wash it like once a week to blend in. And I think I mentioned this last time we did a Get Ready With Me, but the key to this makeup, it's like super hydrating and cream based. But you really need to like stipple it in rather than rub it in. So we are had started preseason for sports, and we're home and had to do all of like that kind of stuff. And then my younger two children and my husband and I were like still in summer mode, and so we were at the lake and got to like it, but it was weird because it doesn't feel, it's like, it was probably good for me because it got me like excited to be back home with everybody. I don't really like when our family is split up like that. And I was like thinking like, okay, they're back at it, but we're like still in summer mode, and I couldn't fully be in summer mode knowing that, I don't know, like that they were home doing all of the things that they needed to do. I don't know, but I'm definitely like some of our family is very like divide and conquer with their children. Like they'll like, it's like they're always split up, and one parent does something with that kid or kids, and the other one does it with the other, and that's how they do things. We're very much like a unit. We all do everything together. We don't do a lot of like dividing and conquering, which sometimes we have to, and we probably should more than we do, but it just feels weird for me when we're not like all together. So anyway, it was like a weird last week of summer, but now we're all home, and the kids started school, and we actually had the best like first day of school morning I think we've ever had. It was like so seamless. Everybody got up when they needed to. Everybody got their stuff together. I had like the lunches ready for everybody. Nobody missed the bus. Like oftentimes there's like a little bit of miscommunication with all of our bus schedules. Usually I also have many kids going to many different places, and this year it's like 2 going to one and 2 going to the other. So that really streamlined things and helped. This is the like bronzer contour stick all-in-one in Cien. So we have definitely like missed the bus because they don't tell you like what time they're coming. They just say like, this is the bus route and this is what time we start, and then you have to like guess. And we've definitely missed it before on the first day. So this year everybody was ready early and everybody made the bus, and it was like seamless, and it's pretty wild. Like everybody is out the door before 7:30, which is crazy. So like my day started earlier than it normally does, or it has in the past, which was kind of nice. So like as soon as everybody was gone, I was able to go down to the gym and get my workout in. I'm gonna put a little bit of bronzer here. So like I got that done, and then took the dogs for a walk, and like that's sort of been my routine. Is like get everybody out the door, go down to the gym, take the dogs for a walk, and then I start my day. Shower, get ready. So that's where we're at now. Now I have the Day Glow highlighting balm in Kava. And everybody's been enjoying school. The girls' volleyball season is going really well. Actually, before I do this, I'm going to do blush. I actually ordered a new blush color. This is Perfume. It is the Flush Balm, and it is very similar to the other two I have. I don't have them with me. What are the ones? I have Beverly Hills and Fox. It's like Beverly Hills is the lightest version of this color, then Fox is the middle version, and I love Fox, but that's my dog. I love the color Fox, but I felt like it just didn't stay long enough. Like I needed a little bit more oomph to the color when I put it on, and then so I would do like multiple layers. This is sort of like a richer version of that, so I get more pigment with fewer swipes. So I don't know, I'm probably doing this wrong, but this is how I do my makeup. So yeah, all has been well with that, and we haven't started like back to most extracurriculars yet. Like my daughter's like the rec soccer hasn't started yet. It starts next week. My son's doing cross country. That starts next week. So it's mostly just the high school sports that have started already. And then like piano and things like that haven't haven't started yet. So we're sort of like slowly moving our way into the school year. I mean, slowly, I guess we have a week of adjusting. But it's been good. It's been good. How has your early fall been? Have you been adjusting well? Do you have kids? Did they start school yet? Have you started school? Has your like job changed at all? Or like your weekends, like I know like summer weekends to fall weekends they're drastically different. So are you in that transition period? Or like I know some people in certain areas of the country, they transition like in the mid-August, and some people year round, everything's the same. So I don't know, tell me what it's like for you. Okay, I'm going to just do a little bit of eye makeup. I'm trying to think of what else. This is the studio. Sorry. This is the studio eye makeup by Merit. I'm not like, I don't know if I love this stuff, but I'll use it because I have it. And I think originally what I was doing is putting some on my finger and tapping it on. And now what I've been doing instead is using this brush here and just getting a little bit of color and just doing my crease with it. Which really is kind of what I already did with my bronzer stick, so who knows if this is really doing anything. But I spent the couple days before the kids started school and we were back home sort of like getting everything prepped. I hit up like Target, Costco, BJ's, Walmart, the grocery store, like all the stores, making sure like the pantry was fully stocked, the fridge and all of our like snacks and everything was ready to go. Of course we had to do like last minute shoe shopping, backpacks, things like that. Did everybody get new shoes? I think 3 of the 4 got new shoes. So it was just sort of like, those last minute, making sure everybody was situated before the school year started. Errands that we had to run because I really wanted, on the first day of school, I wanted to be able to be at home alone all day and not go anywhere. I was so busy on that day, but I didn't go anywhere, which I was really like looking forward to, just because all summer we're all together all the time, which is awesome, but I haven't been home alone in my house in 3 months. So this is the Stila eyeliner stick. This is the Lionfish Bronze Stay All Day Smudge and Set Waterproof Gel Eyeliner. I just do a little bit on my upper lash line. That's good. Hold on. So I spent the day mostly cooking, actually. I did a lot of I baked bread, I baked cookies. I always have chocolate chip cookies for my kids on the first day of school when they come home. So I did that. I made a nice dinner for us. So just like things like that, but it was nice. It was like I tidied up, I cleaned the whole house, and then I put on some soft music, lit a candle, worked in the kitchen, and it felt good. It was a nice day for me as well, and it was so fun when everybody came home and told me about their day. It's so funny, like the girls come home. My youngest daughter, she's 10, and she came home and she was like, oh my gosh, it was the best day ever. Let me tell you, I get every single last detail. She's like, all the information, everything from like how the assembly went at the beginning of the day, and about each teacher, and about lunch, and who she talked to at lunch, and who she saw at lunch, and who she sat with at lunch. And then my older girls, again, they filled me in on like pretty much each teacher and who was in each class. And my son comes home, he's 12, and I'm like, tell me about your day. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. That's what I got. And of course I tried to ask more questions. He was like, oh no, that was good. So I did get a little more information from him throughout the day, but I had to get creative with my questions. So it looks like I forgot mascara, so that's okay. We're not going to do mascara today, which is have a mirror in front of me, and that's why I keep looking down. I do have the NYX brow glue that I will use for my brows. So that was nice though. And then I have just been trying to like get the house sort of like organized. I feel like that's like a constant battle. Is everybody else always trying to get their house organized? Like I'm constantly trying to just get things like clean and organized. But I've been doing a little bit of that while they're in school. I've been trying to take a little bit of time each day for myself and do like some crocheting or some painting or just the things that like soothe me and bring me joy. I am working on a crocheted handbag, which I'm so excited about. It's a granny square handbag, and I think I have it all ready to go. I just need to like assemble it now. So I'm hoping to make some progress on that today. I also am signed up to be in an art show. In an art show for through where I take my painting class, and I need to submit my piece of work in the next couple of weeks. So my goal is also to get started on whatever painting I'm going to use for that. It's just a show, it's just for fun. I think you can price it and sell it, which I may do, but like price it as a donation to the school because it's like a community center where we go. So I think that's the only way I would actually price it to sell, is if it was going to be donated back to the school. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of lip liner. I had a little bit of lip gloss on, so I just wiped that off. And yeah, so that is, let's see, what am I doing today? I'm going to work on that crochet bag. I am baking some bread, because I made bread yesterday and I gave it to my neighbors, and my kids were very mad at me. But what I had done was I had made stuff for burritos for dinner, like the chicken and the onions and the peppers and the rice, and I thought I had tortilla wraps in the freezer, and I didn't, and I was like, oh no. I guess we could do burrito bowls, but I know some of my people prefer an actual burrito, so my next door neighbor had burrito wraps, and she gave me like a full package, so I gave her my bread. And then she texted me and she's like, do you have cherry tomatoes? And I had cherry tomatoes, so it's like I feel like we're constantly completing each other's dinners from each other's houses. Which is great, because there's nothing worse than like making dinner and being like, oh, I'm shy one ingredient. But usually between the two of us we can complete each other's meals with whatever we have in our kitchens. Okay, that is everything. My makeup bag is empty. I've used it all. So I'll load that back up. And my hair, I did run this morning, but it's kind of just dried. The sweat is dried, and I'm just going to, I don't know, just gonna wear it down, I guess, maybe like this. I have a tendency to throw my hair in a knot, and like sometimes, I'll show you, sometimes I don't even realize that I'm doing it, and then but my hair is up, so I don't know. I take it like this. I give it a little twist like that, and pull through like that, and like I wear my hair up like that all the time without even like wanting to or meaning to. It just like automatically ends up like that. Do any of you do that? Do you have like you don't realize? When I was in school, when I was in like middle school, high school, I used to do a twist with a pencil and stick my pencil in it, and I wouldn't even like realize that I had done it, but then all of a sudden I'd be like, where's my pencil? I can't find my pencil anywhere, but it was in my hair. So anyway, just packing up my bag with all of my supplies. But it. Okay, so that is my makeup. Let's talk about some of these fragrances I got. Dossier, very kindly, like I said, sent me 3 new fragrances and a candle. So excited about that candle. It smells so good in here. We're in my like craft room, which I am going to give you all a tour. This is like my cozy room. I've got a little filming corner over here. I've got a reading corner. I've got a little craft table. It's like the best space. I have been spending so much time in here since we got back home this summer. My kids have been spending a lot of time in here too, which I love. I am going to take my hair out, I think. Let's do something with this, or try to. Dossier is an awesome company that makes like luxury fragrances more accessible to the everyday person, which I love because I have fallen in love with perfumes this year, and the price tag on them this can be tough to swallow, I think. So they make some of their own fragrance blends, and then they also have quite a few fragrances that are inspired by designer fragrances. And I have found that they, like, the best part is that they smell like the designer fragrances, and that they have the staying power of the designer fragrances as well, which is great. All of the fragrances are made in Grasse, France. They are non-toxic and cruelty-free. So let's see here. The first one I have is Citrus Peony. Go ahead and open that up. So some of these fragrances were suggested by you all. When Dossier reached out and offered to send me some more fragrances, I went back to my first video and I looked at about my first Dossier video, and I looked at some of the ones that you guys suggested. So some of them I chose from that. This particular one was a request from my daughter. She wanted this one, so this is, I told her we could share it. So this is Citrus Peony, and it has top notes of mandarin, bergamot, and black currant. Middle notes of rose, apricot, and peony. And base notes of musks, peach, and raspberry. It is inspired by Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet Eau de Toilette. It has an 18% concentration. I need to look up what that means. And then I'll read you the rest of this card, but I won't read all of the cards with this. But it says, thank you. Our mission is to deliver the highest quality, luxury-inspired fragrances at a fair price, giving you the freedom to explore new scents. Thank you for giving us a try. How it works. Your Dossier order has arrived, and now it is time to test out your new perfume. Do you love the smell? How does it feel on your skin? If you're not in love, you can always return. You are always able to return your bottle. Simply head to the returns page at dossier.co to create a return label and ship it back to us. We've got you covered. So I have definitely been enjoying my Dossier fragrances. And this one here says iconic scents, designer quality, no markups. And this is the Citrus Peony, inspired by Dior, Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. Oh yeah, I can immediately smell the peony. Oh, interesting. So mandarin, bergamot, and blackcurrant. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this arm with that. It's very fresh, very light, very floral. I love this. This is like, it reminds me of springtime. It's a great scent. The other thing I love about the Dossier fragrances is the magnetic top. Isn't that cool? I love that. That's really light and fresh. I kind of thought, so I have the Miss Dior Sherry, I believe believe I have the Miss Dior Cherie. That's my wedding fragrance. So I didn't know if this would smell anything like that, and it does not. This is a much fresher scent. It is floral, but I really smell the peony in that. It's really pretty. Okay, the next one is Ambery Vanilla, so it is the same as that candle. This was the one that I chose. I wanted this one because it is it's inspired by YSL's Black Opium, and I am so truly obsessed with the Floral Lavender by Dossier, which is inspired by YSL's Libra. So, I wanted to try this one as well. So, this one, the Ambery Vanilla, has top notes of mandarin, pear, pink pepper, and licorice. Middle notes of jasmine and orange blossom. Jasmine and orange blossom are probably two of my favorite fragrance notes I'm realizing over time. And then base notes of cedarwood, patchouli, vanilla, and coffee. That's interesting because I'm not a huge patchouli fan sometimes, but again, it's inspired by YSL's Black Opium, and this is a 15% concentration. So let's go ahead and, oh yes, that, you can immediately smell the vanilla. I think the vanilla and the, is it pink pepper? Interesting. Jasmine and orange blossom. I'm going to spray it. Yeah, I can smell like the pear and the orange blossom and the vanilla. It's so beautiful. I love this. It's definitely like a deeper, richer fragrance. I think it's a lighter fragrance than the lavender floral, the other YSL one, the other one that's inspired by YSL that I love. But that's really, really pretty. I love that. I could see this very easily being like an everyday fragrance for me. Actually, I could probably see the citrus peony being an everyday fragrance too, but maybe like this is more like fall, wintry, and this is more spring, summer. I don't know. I love it though. That's beautiful. Okay, I should probably drink some of my greens here. I'm doing so much chatting that I haven't had any of my beverages. Okay, and then the last fragrance I have here is Aquatic Vanilla, and this one was suggested to me by several of you. So, okay, Aquatic Vanilla has top notes of marine notes, red fruits, rose, middle notes of vanilla, orchid, and coconut, and base notes of musks, sandalwood, and benzoin. I don't know what benzoin is. This is inspired by Juliet Has a Gun, Vanilla Vibes, Elta Perfume, and this is a 22% concentration. I have not smelled the Juliet Has a Gun, the Vanilla Vibes. I have not smelled that before, so this is all new to me. Let's see, what do I have left that I haven't spritzed? I'll just spritz my neck, I guess. Oh yeah, that's nice. This is a nice summery scent, I think. It reminds me of like vacation, but not in like a sunscreeny way. It has, oh interesting, so it says top notes is marine notes. I don't know what that means, but I kind of get that. The vanilla and the coconut. Oh, I love that. That's really pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. This is the Aquatic Vanilla. It's really light. this all summer. But, I mean, you can wear this year round for sure. It's very light. It's definitely the lightest of all of these. I really, really love this. It just reminds me of you've been at the beach all day and you're like walking the pier and there's like all those smells. Coconut, vanilla, but like you're not smelling it and thinking coconut. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't smell like sunscreen or anything like that. But this is like a perfect vacation or summery scent. This is beautiful. Ooh, I love all of these. These are all awesome fragrances. I am super excited to wear all of them. I am going to probably stick with aquatic vanilla for the next couple of weeks because we're like, it's not fall yet. I find it really interesting. I think I saw my first like fall video on YouTube from like some creator in July. I was like, what are you doing? So, July is not fall, people. And I love fall. I do. I'm ready to dive into it and enjoy it, but I wanna savor each season. I'm not rushing, so I'll probably wear this for the next couple of weeks, and then when things change and sort of progress into the next season, I'll probably move on to the ambery vanilla. That's so pretty. And the floral lavender. I mean, you could wear that anytime. It's like the most perfect scent. I should have that here to show you, but it's in my bedroom with the rest of my fragrances. I have this like little mirrored tray. I was like, oh, I'll just put my couple of fragrances on there as I collect them because I just started my fragrance journey this past year. And before that I had 2 bottles of fragrance, one from my wedding and one from Target. And since then, it has grown massively. I'm having so much fun trying new fragrances and picking one out to wear each day and finding which ones like really work with me. Some of them don't work with me. Luckily, I have many daughters and many daughters' friends, so anything that doesn't work for me, I'm able to pass along to them. But I've had a lot of fun discovering new fragrances, and I am especially appreciative to Dossier who keeps sending me fragrances because theirs are top notch for sure. You can really tell the difference between these fragrances that are inspired by high-end designer fragrances and some of the ones that other dupes out there, because I have tried other dupes, and while they may smell good and they may smell similar to the designer fragrance, they don't stay, which is like, what's the point then? Like, what's the point of spraying perfume on if an hour later you can't smell it at all? So these ones really do stand the test of the day, and as the day progresses, I can still smell it, which I love. So anyway, those are my fragrances. I'm smelling like all the things today. Somehow they all kind of work together, and that's fine. But I think that is all for today. I'm trying to think of other things I needed to chat with you about. I feel like I had this laundry list of things I wanted to catch up about, and I need to write it down so that when I'm here chatting, I don't forget. But mostly I just wanted to catch up on like the transition of summer into early fall and how we're all feeling about that and how it's gone for us and for you. If you want to let me know, I would love to hear. But I am going to get started on my day. I'm going to start by